Step 4. So now you understand you got to have a good product and offer in order to get them to even to respect you as a solution provider. You understand the importance and the significance of direct mail in relation to any other opportunity that you can invest in for lead generation. There are pros and cons of all of this, but I use direct mail for this particular blog post. But now we need to figure out how to write our message. We're going to be crafting a message to send to these leads. So this is as complicated as you want to be able to take this. It's not that hard. I've written a very simple example here that includes personalization. It's very, very short in length. So it'd be easy to write. It has a no risk proposition, and it is carrying a trackable, simple call to action. So I can measure my effectiveness, and I can also see which leads out of my campaigns are engaging, so therefore optimize my budget for follow-up campaigns if I'm sending another letter, or to call up, or to send a LinkedIn message to. You get the picture. So here's an example of a message. John, we've got the paperwork here to help you get $15,000 of government-backed funding that you should be pre-approved for. I've included the pen, the papers, the pens, the stamps, everything you need here, and taken the time to fill in what I can. Take a quick read, and when you get this, John, if $15,000 would help you guys out, we strongly recommend you finish up the papers and file them. If you have any questions, any at all, I'd love to walk you through it. I've stuck a QR code for you to scan that takes you to my calendar for a quick 10-minute Q&A whenever you like. We've done this for 10 other similar companies, so far averaged an 80% success rate and over $38,000 in approved funds. Thanks for the time, John. Insert unique QR code or call to action, Jordan Carter. Of course, I paraphrase a little bit there because that's kind of how I do it, and I read it to make it more flowy for this particular moment. But that is a killer direct mail piece. A handwritten envelope to John at Microsoft, blah, 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 private. Included in the mailer is a handwritten piece of paper. That's the message. On that piece of paper is a QR code that's been stuck on it or printed onto it that is unique and measurable and trackable to that person. The offer is a no-brainer. It's talking about the returns of government-backed free money that they may or may not be aware of, and it gave them absolutely everything to do it for themselves, but I also gave to them the opportunity for me to do it for them. My logical justification here for doing it for them is going to be a cut of that funding money, so it's going to be a cut of money they didn't even realize they thought they could get. What do you think the probability of a message like that to somebody that I know has the probability of successfully getting that money has of engaging into it with it? Sure, they'll probably investigate it themselves. They may think it's kind of weird that somebody would send a letter like that, but with follow-up and consistency and credibility through my authoritative background in this space to reduce the risk exposure of them thinking it's a scam, it's going to do very well. In relation to sending email, creating ads, all of that type of stuff, I cut through all of that, send the person a message very much like that. You're starting to see how this stuff can really blow up, and how thinking proactively with the correct frameworks and laws and terminologies that you can craft messages that are simple building blocks, and then apply that to your consistent persistency of outbound lead generation. You're going to very quickly be able to make money here, very, very quickly. So think like that when it comes to writing these messages. And if you want, you can just book a phone call with me and I can help you guys out as and when. That's a simple call to action that I have of all these.